Stand by, Michael. Coming to you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cue.
Good evening. This is Michael Sussman joining you live from Mercerville, Ohio for tonight's Friday Night Lights clash between your Wahama White Falcons and the home team, the South Gallia Rebels. The sun is setting to the right of us. It's a beautiful night for some football, not a cloud to be seen, as it's a packed house on both sides. It's the battle of the unbeatens tonight. The White Falcons 2-0. South Gallia comes in at 3-0. Last week, an ugly win for Wahama, 28-13. You grind it out against Tyler Consolidated with starting quarterback Trace Simpkins out. Cooper Roush stepped in, did what he had to do, helped lead the White Falcons to victory. Trayvon Beers with over 100 all-purpose yards, 3 interceptions. He made a big impact. Also, Reason Stitt up over 100 yards, rushing 3 touchdowns. So the White Falcons grounded and pounded. It wasn't always pretty, but you find a way to pick up win number 2. I talked about a number of topics with head coach James Toth, beginning with Austin Chadwell, who's got 13 tackles and has already caused 3 fumbles.
Coach, Austin Chadwell's made a ton of plays. He's forced some fumbles. Key play against Tyler Consolidated, the one that Stats picked up. Just what does he give the defense? What have you seen from him this season?
A lot of heart, a lot of passion with what he does. He's 100% at all times. I wish I had more guys like him playing on the defensive side of the ball. He's relentless. He's enthusiastic, and he's a really fast kid for the position he plays. So he gives the offensive lineman sometimes some trouble just because of his speed off the ball.
Coach, do you feel like over the course of the years the game's changed as far as the prototypical defensive lineman, that now you do see more of the lesser sized guys bringing speed off the edge?
Most definitely. I think the game has evolved, and you need the type of athletes that probably played fullback, tight end in my era, playing on the defensive line. If you don't have them starting, then you have packages with them in order to stop people with what they do nowadays. It's a totally different game. You have to defend the whole field, and if you're not athletic and you're not fast, or either if you can't get that way, then sometimes you're in trouble. You can't stop people.
Last week, you go to backup quarterback Cooper Roush, who had started at wide receiver, and he manages the game, doesn't turn the ball over. What did you see from him stepping in there?
I thought he handled himself in a very difficult situation tremendously well. I felt like that we were going to try to ask him to do what he could and not what he couldn't. And he's a different quarterback, different person than Trace, and his strong points are not the same as Trace's strong points. He has a quick release when he throws the ball, and he does a very good job of kind of looking and seeing the field when he throws. As a runner, he's not as strongly built, so he probably won't run as much through the tackles or between the tackles as, say, Trace would. But he offers a lot in the running game. He has some consistent speed that will help us on the outside.
Trayvon Beers was a jack of all trades last week as a receiver, rusher at the safety position. Just what does his versatility give the White Falcons? We talked about that a little bit after the game, but just kind of expand on what a guy like that does that you can kind of plug anywhere.
Well, it makes us more versatile on both sides of the ball. And like I said last week, we're still figuring out what he can do and what he does well. We feel like defensively he covers the pass well. He's getting better in run support. He's a tall person, and so when you throw his way, you better make sure that you're not throwing any kind of errant ball, because he's probably going to intercept it, as you saw last week. Offensively, we've got to get him the ball more in space, do a better job of maybe getting him involved in the passing game. And so all of those things involved make him tremendously valuable to us.
So taking on the South Gallia Rebels tonight, an unbeaten team, knocked off Eastern last week. What do you see from them, especially from their offense with the Wright brothers and Cremines and all the weapons they have?
A lot of team speed, well coached. They're going to do a lot of misdirection, a lot of things that make you have to play the whole field, kind of like what we do. Pretty good team up front. Defensively, they're sound. They are probably going to be the best team that we've faced thus far this year. And if we are not clean, meaning if we're not, not turning the ball over and we're getting a lot of penalties, this could be a very long night for us. They're a very formidable opponent.
Coach, Wahama's worked the blue into the jersey this season, saw the pants in the Week 1 game. What inspired bringing the blue into the fold, and just what are your thoughts on some of the new uniforms?
Well, I'm really glad, Michael, that you asked me this. There may have been some confusion throughout our community. We are traditionally red and white, and different periods of history. We've had black a little bit, as a third color, as an alternative, also with with blue, which is what we have now. But they're not a main color. But what happened in our situation was we had ordered uniforms from Adidas 2 years ago, and then last year with the plan of ordering white, and it just so happened that Adidas was offering, if whatever uniform you bought, you get another one free. So we looked at all the different possibilities as a coaching staff and felt like that the only one that made sense would be a blue jersey and a blue pants with the red and white, because it would give us 9 different combinations. And we never planned to be blue on blue. We feel like that's just not who we are as Wahama. But we are going to use those jerseys and those pants because it's going to prolong the life of the other uniforms that we have. It was a free deal kind of thing, and luckily most of the fan base has embraced it. Of course, you never please everybody, but it was just something that kind of came about, and I think the kids enjoy it. And I know a lot of teams that have alternative jerseys, alternative pants, alternative uniforms, and so we're just one more situation for us to be able to do that.
So, Coach, what's the outfit tonight? What's the jersey combo this evening?
We are white jerseys with red pants tonight, and I'm hoping that's lucky because we're going to have to play a really good ball game, guys.
That's Wahama head football coach James Toth, and there are the White Falcons draped in the white uniforms, red pants, as he mentioned. That solves the whole debate, I guess. It's just an alternate uni, something that they're working in here and there, but red and white still the main colors, as South Gallia just ran out of the helmet. They're on the sideline as well here on the near side. Last week it was a thriller, 22-21. The Rebels took it over the Eastern Eagles in overtime. Lane Wright with an overtime touchdown and a 2-point conversion to win it, as South Gallia has a new task tonight. Both weeks they're facing really tough rushing attacks. Wahama, behind Reason Stitt, has already compiled what would normally be about half of a season's worth of rushing, 473 yards, 8 touchdowns. So the conversation starts there with Coach. We ask him about slowing down the White Falcon gun T attack and a little bit about last week as well.
I think the main key is making sure that we're getting aligned to their formations. They're very good at using multiple formations. They get their offensive tackle in different places, run behind him. So, our big thing this week is making sure we can align to it. And, if we can do that, we feel confident that we can slow them down.
The big win over Eastern last week, what did it take to grind that one out late and to pull it out?
Yeah, last week was just, that was our first 4-quarter game of the season. We knew it was going to take all 4 quarters and even took overtime. So, our guys just continued to battle throughout the entire game, and we were able to make one more play than them in the end, and that's how it works out sometimes.
That's South Gallia head football coach Brian Marorrow. The Rebels will receive the opening kickoff as we're about ready to roll. The White Falcons will go right to left on the dial as Hunter Miller gets ready to send things away. Back deep up the right side for South Gallia is Lane Wright, the senior, and up the left side is Judah Cremines, number 13. South Gallia black tops, red pants, gold lettering as the PA man awaits the whistle. There it is. as Hunter Miller kicks a low, bouncy one. It pinballs off a couple of guys, and South Gallia just going to jump on it at the 32-yard line. Heads up play there by Blaze Davison just to jump on it. So we'll get the first look at this South Gallia offense, led at quarterback by Hunter Wright. We've also seen Eli Sizemore at times this season. They're multiple in their attack. They run and throw well as Hunter Wright going to jog in the play. It's a grass field here at South Gallia. It's a little bumpy. Got to watch out for some twisted ankles and things of that nature. As the Rebels stack 3 wide receivers to the right side and send one out to the left. It's a handoff looking for running room. Off the right is Winters. Winters sprints towards the sideline. He's run down after a short gain by Trayvon Beers, as well as Braden Stats in the area also. That'll set up second down and about 7 or 8. I'll say pick up a 2. So South Gallia breaks the huddle. Nice job there by the White Falcons sealing the edge. In the shotgun, again, the setback Winters as they'll roll left with right. He looks to throw. He does as it's caught by Lane Wright. He breaks one tackle, then is tackled forward past the first down marker. Let's see if the knee was down before he got there from this vantage point. I thought he got it, but they'll say he was a bit short. Third down and 1. Seven-yard reception there for Wright last week. Had 2 catches for 27 yards. And the win over the Eagles as they'll go trips right, 1 left. From the shotgun, third and short, designed quarterback run. Wright looking for space off the right. The angle closes. I'm not sure if he got it. Jake Roberts came in there, then the ball popped out, and the White Falcons jump on it. Fumble recovery, Ian Fowler. They force the turnover. Great pursuit. And several White Falcons and Ian Fowler all over the football. So we get the first look at Cooper Roush. Ball marked on the 40-yard line of South Gallia. Reason Stitt, the setback to the left. They'll fake the sweep to Beers. Roush runs up the middle and is tackled, stonewalled. Maybe got one. Blaze Davison making the tackle. Talked about that with Coach at the outset. He's a different style player, Roush is, than Trey Simpkins. They'll run some, but probably not as much as they ordinarily would quarterback-wise, as it's a handoff. Stitt makes one stutter step, then gets hit hard and dropped by Lane Wright. That'll set up third down and long. Great job there by Wright, shooting the gap from the linebacker spot. So play clock drips to 20. White Falcons third down and 10, 9.5 and winding left in the first quarter. Ball on the 40-yard line of the Rebels. It's back to Roush, fakes the give to Stitt. Looks to throw, throws over the middle, caught by Trayvon Beers. First down, White Falcons. As he's wrangled down around the 20. Good, confident throw. Cooper Roush stepping up. As they set the chains. Ball on the 24. Quarterback run. Roush dives ahead a few yards of space. Tripped up and tackled. It'll be second and manageable. Five-yard rush, Cooper Roush. Second carry for him. He's got 6 yards as they'll swing Hall and Aiden Young out to the left at receiver. Handoff, Stitt, stutter step, cuts up the field. Stitt gashes through the secondary. He's in for the score. Reason Stitt from 18 yards out. 9th rushing touchdown of the season 10th total. Well done by the interior of that offensive line with Hicks and Fowler and company. And Stitt read the block, knew when to plant the foot in the ground and get upfield. So that'll settle some Wahama nerves as Hunter Miller on for the PAT. Low snap. They couldn't get the hold down. A flag comes down. A false start might help out Wahama, as that was a play where Braden Stats was improvising. So it'll be a 25-yard attempt now. And Miller's got plenty of leg, just got to make sure to get it up over the line. Higher snap this time. Stats gets it down. The kick is up and through. It's good. 7-0 Wahama. You're listening to the home of White Falcon football, WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
Get ready for the fall season at Bob's Market and Greenhouses in Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis. Bring your home to life with their lovely selection of fall decor. And Bob's also has hardy fall garden mums perfect for your front porch or garden. You can stock up your produce supply as Bob's has the tastiest fresh fruits and vegetables anywhere. Bob's Market and Greenhouses, a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports, wishes good luck to the White Falcon football team this fall. Bob's Market, growing flowers, friends, and family since 1970.
Romance scams are more common than you might think, and they can impact both your heart and your finances. Scammers often build trust online, creating a connection before asking for money. At Farmers Bank, we're here to help you stay informed and alert. Remember, a genuine relationship doesn't come with a price tag. Protect your personal and financial information, and don't let emotions cloud your judgment. Stay safe, protect your wallet, and guard your heart. Farmers Bank, we care about you and your well-being.
7-0 White Falcons, 8:42 left in the first quarter. As Hunter Miller's got the ball on the tee, chops the feet, and lets a low line drive kick go, fielded by South Gallia up the left sideline, past the 35 out to the 38-yard line. Reason Stitt will bring down the ball carrier Dustin Mooney to set up decent field position for the South Gallia Rebels. If you're just joining us, the White Falcons with a 5-play drive ending in a Reason Stitt 18-yard touchdown to start things out after a forced fumble picked up by Ian Fowler. The White Falcons today without offensive coordinator Scott Johnson, also without starting quarterback Trace Simpkins, so a little bit undermanned. And South Gallia works from the shotgun. They'll give it to Lane right with a short hole. Then it closes. Jake Roberts wraps him up, makes the tackle at the 40. After a short pickup, looks like he got 2. Jake Roberts, one of the stalwarts on this defense, has 12 tackles total now in the third game. The White Falcon Spirit Crew, the cheerleaders, the band, made the trip to Mercerville tonight. They'll go trips receivers right, one to the left. One man in the backfield, it's Winters, as it's a pass play. Rolling right is Hunter Wright. He'll step up, looks to run. Jake Roberts hangs on to the feet of the ball carrier as Chadwell comes in to clean it up. They just barely got past the line of scrimmage. And again, third down and about 8. South Gallia going to huddle up. They beat Southern and River Valley to start the year. A couple of decisive victories. Coach Brian Marorrow said that the game against Eastern was really the first 4-quarter game they played, the first time that they were really tested like that. So the White Falcons going to jog one onto the field. D'Angelo Thompson ran off. Here's a number 4, Noah Baer, at linebacker. Snap back, right. Looking left. Throwing left. Floater, he's got an open man. It's caught in White Falcon territory. Caught at the 33-yard line of Wahama. They found Judah Cremines, and that'll move the sticks. 27-yard reception. Really nice ball there by Hunter Wright on the move. That's a good way to help out the offensive line to get the quarterback rolling out of the pocket. Empty backfield this time, Wright. Rolling right, the pocket collapses, able to elude a couple tacklers, and then Shadwell jumps on him after a pickup of a couple. Got the ball to the White Falcon 40. Check that just in front of the White Falcon 30, I should say. 2nd and 8. Today's game brought to you by Bob's Market and Greenhouses and Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis. Growing flowers, friends, and family since 1970. So Winters in the backfield, trips receivers left. One out to the right, they'll throw high and deep towards the right. One-on-one jump ball, Cooper Roush able to rip it out of there. Incomplete pass intended for Tristan Swindler. Excellent job there by Cooper Roush. Almost picked it off. Able to use that 6'2 frame to outjump his man and wrestle it away. 3rd down, 8. Probably 4 down territory. Play clock inside 10. First quarter clock stopped at 5:56. Back, right, rolling left. Elijah Hicks in his face. He slips past him right with some running room, trucks a man, and he's got the first down. Strong physical run up the sideline. 10-yard pickup, Hunter Wright. On his 3rd carry, he's got 13 rush yards. Last week, Wright ran for 70 yards on 19 carries. Had 80 yards in the Week 1 victory over the Tornadoes. Speaking of Southern, they're facing Green today. We talked to Coach Cassidy Wilford during the Valley today earlier. Both Wright brothers in the backfield. As Lane will get it. Inside handoff, nothing doing. A flock of Falcons make the tackle. In the middle of that pile was Elijah Hicks along with Chadwell. No gain. The White Falcons taking on South Gallia this week. It'll be home against Calhoun back at Bechtel Stadium next Friday. So Lane Wright is the right side sidecar off the hip of Hunter Wright. They fake the handoff. Quarterback keeper. And a crisp tackle after a short gain. That was Jake Roberts with Braden Stats coming in from the secondary. Picked up 3. So 3rd down and a long 7. As Hunter Wright will break the huddle. White Falcons up 7-0. 3:55 and winding first quarter. Wright rolls left. Looking for an option. Throws it towards the corner. It's over the head of Beers, but he recovers. Slaps it away from the receiver. Incomplete. Intended for Cremines. Really nice adjustment there. Initially, Trayvon misplayed it, but stuck with it and deflected the pass when it hit his hands. 4th down and 8. Talked about that with Coach as well, the versatility that Beers gives this squad. He's at corner tonight. We've seen him at safety sometimes. This time lined up across from Caleb Frazee over on the left side. So they're going for it. 4th down and 8. On the right, looking for a receiver. Plants the feet, slips past Hicks, and he's wrangled out of bounds. Ian Fowler forced him out. Turnover on downs. Fowler having a great game so far. So the White Falcons with a forced fumble and a turnover on downs. They forced 5 turnovers last week. After somewhat of a suspect defensive performance against East Hardy in week 1, this group has responded. Here's Cooper Roush. Catches the shotgun snap, gets it to Trayvon Beers. Beers gets past one man, then is wrapped up and tackled after a short gain by Gabe Stover. Flag came down. Holding is going to be the call, probably against Wahama, and it is. So that makes it a sticky situation. It'll be 1st and 20. Pretty deep in White Falcon territory as they back it up to the 14. We got Ohio State football on 93.1 The Wolf tomorrow. Ohio State taking on Ohio at 7. Coverage getting underway at 5:30. Shotgun Roush. Looks around, calls out instructions. Handoff inside is Beers. Beers without much space. Tackled just past the 15-yard line at the 16. Number 21, Lincoln Saber, in on the tackle. No gain, 2nd and 20. And they'll give them 1. 2nd and 19. White Falcons go trips left. Running back Riesenstedt off the left hip of Cooper Roush. Roush, multi-sport standout. It's back to Cooper. Will roll towards the left, looking for a man. Scrambles as the pocket closes and just has to secure the football and dive to the ground. It'll be 3rd and pretty long. About 15. As Roush fought for 4 yards on the pickup. And we've got an injured South Gallia player. We'll go ahead and step to a quick break. White Falcons lead 7-0 with 2:36 left in the first quarter.
To Bob's for all your planting needs. Bob's restocks daily with plants fresh from the greenhouse. And remember, Bob's Market for unique gift-giving ideas. That's Bob's Market and Greenhouses, Mason, West Virginia, Gallipolis, and Belpre, Ohio.
Jackson, Meigs, Pike, and Vinton counties. Obtaining your degree or certification has never been easier. We are committed to your success and offer a wide range of programs, dedicated faculty, and a friendly community. Scholarships and financial aid are available to help you along the way. At Rio, we are changing tomorrows by making an affordable education within reach. Visit us online at rio.edu.
So we're back to it. 3rd and 15. Cooper Roush catches the shotgun snap, throws over the middle. Trayvon Beers makes the catch right around midfield. Into double coverage, didn't matter. As Beers out jumped a couple Rebels. And the White Falcons move it all the way up to the 46-yard line. 27 on the catch. 1st and 10, 46 of Wahama, as they'll pick up the tempo. Inside handoff, Beers stutter steps, lowers the shoulder. Tackle made by Blaze Davison right around the logo. Pick up a 4. Cooper Roush throwing the football confidently. Couple of completions, both to Trayvon Beers of 27 and 16 yards. Handoff off the right side. Riesenstedt goes off the edge. He's got the first down. He's got more up the sideline towards the red zone. Stitt will tiptoe out of bounds as the White Falcons gash the Rebels for a long one. Really good patient run. Good job there by the right side of the White Falcon O-line. Sealed the edge and sprung it. As the White Falcons are ready, a timeout called. South Gallia will burn it. 7-0 Wahama leads, 1:27 left in the first quarter. We're back after this.
Mark Porter Auto Group has your favorite pre-owned car, truck, SUV. We have over 400 in stock. All types, pickups, big and small SUVs, all-wheel and four-wheel drive. Most have warranties. All get 117-point inspection by trained technicians. It's the Car Ferry. At our stores, every day we see a 30-day tag on used cars someone else sold. Their great deal has a big repair bill. No warranty, so we get to fix it. Why buy from us? You buy a vehicle we traded for. We check them out, so check us out at MarkPorterAuto.com. All 5 stores work to keep you happy. 5-star service. We service 50,000 vehicles a year. Chevys, Fords, GMC, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Kia, Honda, Toyotas. You name it, we fix it. Remember that great used car deal from the corner lot? You'll still get to see the Car Ferry when we fix your car.
So South Gallia with one timeout taken. The White Falcons first down and 10 from the 25 of the Rebels. Snap taken by Cooper Roush, given to Riesenstedt. Up the middle, short gain as South Gallia won the push inside there. Again, it was Davison involved in the tackle. Set up second down and 9. Riesenstedt, 473 yards on the season, 8 touchdowns coming into tonight, and has already scored 1. Reason will go in motion. They swing a screen pass out to him in the flat, lost his footing, and then an open field tackle made by Dustin Mooney. Wahama lost a couple. That'll back it up. Sets up third down and long. 3rd and 14, lost 5. So Wahama going to swing Aiden Young and Drew Hall over to the right side of the formation at receiver. As Coach Toth yells out instructions. Game clock to 12. As it's back to Roush. He rolls right. He throws. He's got an open Trayvon Beers. Beers breaks a tackle. Hurdles a man. He's still on his feet. He's gone. Trayvon Beers. Oh, my goodness. What a play. Beers having a day. Broke the first tackle and then just jumped, went airborne. To stay in bounds, to make a man miss, and then to pull that off. That one, I think it had a chance to end up in the news. I know Connor Koenig, the team photographer, was standing right there. So let's hope he got a good shot of that one. He usually does. I'd say that's the play of the season so far. Wahama going for 2, looking to capitalize on the momentum. As Roush rolls left, goes to Beers. He's open. He'll tiptoe across the pylon. White Falcons go up 15-0. Cruising on the road tonight in Mercerville. And we're back after this on 93.1 The Wolf.
It's time to make your dreams a reality by finding a lovely new place at Home Pro Custom Builders in Point Pleasant. Family owned and operated for over a decade, Home Pro specializes in custom modular and mobile homes. They offer full service excavation and septic installation services as well. Model homes are open for viewing Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come on down to Home Pro Custom Builders at 3411 Jackson Avenue in Point Pleasant. For more information, call 304-675-4386 and check out the website at HomeProWV.com.
And we're back to it on WJH 93.1 The Wolf. The Wahama White Falcons up 15-0. Just 2.3 ticks left in the first quarter, so probably this kickoff will be the final play of the period. A highlight reel touchdown by Trayvon Beers moments ago. Reasons it with an 18-yard touchdown run earlier. The White Falcons have forced a turnover on downs and a fumble. So it's been domination through the first 12 minutes as Hunter Miller will roll a ground ball on the kickoff. It filters to Cremines. Cremines jogs up the middle, open field, tackled by Austin Chadwell. And South Gallia going to start off the drive at their own 28-yard line. And the first quarter clock hits all.
Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
What is hometown? It's Friday night football and other youth sports. Home National Bank, your hometown bank, congratulates our young athletes. At Home National, we believe the lessons learned on the athletic field are lifelong, and we say thank you to the parents, volunteers, and coaches who make sports happen. At Home National, we also say, go Bucks. We're proud supporters of the Ohio State University and OU, Home National Bank, with locations in Racine, Syracuse, and Middleport. Member FDIC.
And we're back to it on WJH 93.1 The Wolf. The White Falcons on defense here, 1st and 10, South Gallia. From their own 28-yard line, the White Falcons lead 15-0. So far, Trayvon Beers with 68 receiving yards and a touchdown, and Reason Stitt with 39 rushing and a score. It's back to Hunter Wright from the shotgun, plants his feet, looks for some space running, is tripped up in the open field and tackled. Pickup of 3 or 4. As Chadwell, Jake Roberts, Caden Roush were in the area. I'll give them 5. Today's game brought to you by Bob's Market and Greenhouses in Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis. As we bring you the action inside of the New Era broadband booth. Trips receivers left, one to the right. Hunter Wright fakes the give, then keeps it. As the hole crashes, D'Angelo Thompson wrapped him up, along with number 59, Tristan Roach. Set up 3rd down and 1. Good little zone read play there as you put the ball into the stomach of the running back and just look to see what that end is going to do. Tough front to run against, a lot of experience, and then the Point Pleasant transfer Roach in at end. Shotgun, low snap, run off the right. Hunter Wright is met near the line to gain. He reached the ball. I think he might have got it. The White Falcons stood him up, and then he just reached the ball out. I guess he was short. I'll say 4th and maybe a half yard. Sun setting, forming a beautiful backdrop here in Mercerville. Got the whole White Falcon Road stands filled up, and then Wahama supporters all the way down the fencing from the bleachers to the corner. And all of the home side here filled to the brim. This is what Friday Night Lights is all about. Got Colton Jeffries of the River City's newspaper in the house. I think I also saw a TV representative, maybe with Channel 13. Clock stopped 10:03. 4th down and 1 at the 37 of South Gallia. After a lot of deliberation, they're going to send the punt unit out. The punter is Snyder. Trayvon Beers back deep to receive. Catches the snap. It's a low, choppy one. It'll roll to Beers. It bounces off of him, dives on it, and that was dicey. The White Falcons will keep it as the ground ball took a tough hop. That's one where you got to scoot back and take it on the big bounce. Kind of like a third baseman. So ball on the 15 of Wahama as they lead 15-0, 9:37 left in the second quarter. Beers at the wing, Stitt at running back. It's back to Cooper Roush. Roush rolling left, throws, and it was dropped in and out of the hands of Drew Hall. Pressure coming from Hunter Wright. So Coach Toth throwing a change up there, starting off the drive with a pass play. It was there, just unlucky. Two receivers out to the right side. Hall's got man coverage here as they give it to Trayvon Beers on a sweep. Beers with some space, cuts towards the sideline, then goes upfield. Is hit after running out, and he's got the first down. Really nice play design. Credit Drew Hall and Aiden Young for blocking downfield. That's key in order for this offense to work. It's not just about the offensive line. Everybody's got to be a part of paving the way for their friends. Good run there. Gain of 17. Ball on the 32-yard line of Wahama. Double receivers left as they'll hand off. Reason Stitt and tackled. The hole disappeared as two black jerseys came flying in. Number 21, Lincoln Saber, in on the tackle. Loss of one. The fans here chanting for defense as South Gallia trying to stay in the game. If Wahama scores here, it'll start to look pretty daunting here for the Rebel faithful. As Roush fakes the handoff, throws over the middle, caught by the tight end, Jake Roberts. Is brought down at the 45-yard line by Lane Wright. Gain of 13. Roberts usually used as a blocker. At times last season they used him as a receiver. Right there, just rolled him out down the seam. And credit Roush for finding him. Cooper's looking really comfortable throwing the football tonight. Handoff goes Stitt. Stitt torpedoes down the middle and is tackled maybe a yard short of the stick by Lane Wright. Kept a low center of gravity, shot out of the cannon. This is awfully close. They'll say first down. Gain of 10. Stitt with 48 rush yards. As the White Falcons with 1st and 10 from the 45 of the Rebels. Roush catches the snap, gives to Stitt. Stitt moves the feet, slips out of 2 tackles, then drags the pile. Physical run by Reason Stitt. And that'll move the chains. Good methodical drive, chewing a lot of this second quarter clock. 1st and 10. Roush surveys. Catches it inside. Pitch goes Beers. Beers wrangled down after a pickup of maybe 4. Tackle made by number 2, Carter Sanders. They'll give him 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Beers with 25 rush yards to go along with 68 receiving. Play clock drips down inside 5. Second quarter clock inside 7 minutes. As James Toth steps onto the field, he's going to take a timeout. 15-0 Wahama, 6:57 left in the second quarter. As we'll take it to a break on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
For premium coverage on home, life, auto business, and more, stop by Julia Davis State Farm, located at 2926 Jackson Avenue in Point Pleasant. Julia Davis is proud to provide insurance and financial services to the good folks of Mason, Meigs, and Gallia counties, as well as to those in all surrounding areas. Julia Davis State Farm, licensed in West Virginia and Ohio. Call 304-812-5126 to schedule an appointment today. Julia Davis. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
So Wahama with 2 timeouts left as they lead it 15-0 here in Mercerville, Ohio. 2nd down and 6. We thank our fans over the airwaves on 93.1 and the WJEH Facebook page, also on YouTube tonight, as Beers will run across the formation, gets it on the pitch. Stutter steps outside. Beers has the first down and is escorted out by Hunter Wright. A late flag comes in. Outside pitch play there, trying to stretch the Rebels defense horizontally. Generated a big hole there for the Eastern transfer. Penalty going to go against Wahama. Not quite sure what happened. The flag came in there late. So 2nd down, it's currently showing, as they'll fix the marker and go to 1st down. We'll see if we can get some clarification on that during the halftime break. Again, that was on Wahama. It's a 1st down. Now, what are they doing now? Now they change it to 2nd. 2nd down, Riesenstedt run off the left side. Is tackled and brought down near the backfield. And another flag comes in. Holding against Wahama. 10-yard penalty. So that's going to be 2nd and forever. Talked to Coach at the outset about the blue uniforms. They wore blue pants in the opener against East Hardy. Some of the fans were happy about it. Some were unhappy. Joined us pregame and just clarified it's just one alternate uni. We only have the one pair. It'll happen occasionally, but nothing that's too big of a deal. Snaps back to Roush. Clean pocket, throws over the middle. Looking for Beers. Are you kidding me? Triple teamed. Trayvon Beers came down with it. Just throw him the ball. As he was covered up, but Roush just puts it up in the top shelf. Beers high points it. From the 41, inside the red zone to the 14. Inside run, Beers. Short gain as Sanders made the tackle. Will set up 2nd and 9. Second down and 8. Handoff goes Reason. Stitt looking for some room off the left as he was tackled around the leg and brought down after a pickup of a couple. Blaze Davison's been active in this one as he was involved in another stop. 3rd and 8. If you're Wahama here, you don't have to get the whole thing. It's a 4th down situation in all likelihood as they fake the handoff to Stitt. Roush rolls right, completes it to Aiden Young. Young looking for the pylon, is tackled just short of it. Brought down by Dustin Mooney near the goal line. So 1st and goal to go. Wahama will jog on Tristan Roach. Out goes Young. Ball marked on the 2. The White Falcons taking their time here. Play clock near 10. Game clock stopped at 4:54. As Beers sprints across, quarterback run. Roush follows his blockers, and he's in for the touchdown. Puts Wahama up 21-0. Cooper Roush with the 2-yard rushing TD. His first score on the ground this season. The White Falcons have kicked the PAT once, gone for 2 the other time. Let's see what Coach Toth goes with. Offense staying out there. Coming up at halftime, we'll talk to Colton Jeffries of the River Cities newspaper. As Beers switches sides, Roush rolls left, throws, and it is incomplete. Deflected, intended for Aiden Young. Looked like Sanders actually picked it off. So tries no good. 21-zip Wahama. As we're back after this on WJH 93.1 The Wolf.
Looking to auction, manage, buy, or sell property in Mason County and the surrounding area? Don't make it hard for yourself. Let ERA Town & Country Real Estate and broker Becky Steen Lambert help you out. ERA Town & Country is Mason County's only real estate office with a licensed auctioneer. Call 304-675-5548. ERA Town & Country Real Estate, located at 1911 Jefferson Boulevard in Point Pleasant, a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
Hoggins Usman, located in Mason, West Virginia and Point Pleasant, is a full lumber and retail center, stocking a large line of quality plumbing, lawn, and garden products since 1948. Hoggins Usman has just what you need. Their lumber yard also offers regular and treated lumber as well as plywoods. Also, they're an authorized steel dealer with a full-time steel technician. Open every Monday through Friday and offering full-time delivery. Hoggins Usman, located at 353 Front Street in Mason, West Virginia, and 312 6th Street in Point Pleasant.
21-0 Wahama leads it over South Gallia in Mercerville, Ohio, with 4:51 left in the second quarter. As Hunter Miller will handle the kickoff, it's caught short on the line drive, brought out past the 40, angled towards the sideline to the 45, cut up to the 50. Strong return by Connor Winters as he's at last tackled at the 45-yard line of the White Falcons. As Chadwell was in on it. So that's what the Rebels needed. Sometimes when everything's going wrong, you need something to go right. As this has been an all-world performance by Trayvon Beers. He's had 2 highlight reel plays. First, the hurdle over the defender down the right sideline, then the catch over 3 defenders on the last drive. Also got to credit Cooper Roush. He's been decisive and accurate throwing the football. Quarterback run, nothing. The White Falcons drop Hunter right for a loss as he ran right into the chest of Tristan Roach and Austin Chadwell. Loss of 1. Hunter Wright hasn't done a whole lot as a passer so far in this game. Last week was 9 of 11 for 99 yards through the air, as they handed Coach Jason Jackson's squad the loss. Eastern with their home opener tonight. Low snap, mishandled initially. Hunter Wright will pick it up, throws it high over the middle, and it's deflected, incomplete. Strong coverage by Aiden Young, and a flag came down. Flag down in the secondary. As we go down to the white hat. They'll call pass interference. I guess he might have got there early at first glance. I don't really see that one, but I was watching the ball, so maybe there was contact early. So 1st and 10 for South Gallia. Ball at the White Falcon 32. Play clock to 15 as they have 2 running backs to the right of Hunter Wright, as they'll follow them. Quarterback run to the short side. The White Falcons force him out. Elijah Hicks escorting him out. Not quite sure what the game plan was there for the Rebels. When you run plays to the short side, you just really don't have that much room. And the defense can use the sideline as a 12th defender, so to speak. 2nd and 13. .335 and winding left second quarter, 21-0 Wahama. Right to left, the Rebels go on the dial. Trips receivers to the right side. Right looks for a man, throws. It's picked off. The White Falcons take it away. Braden Stats jumped the route. Excellent anticipation pick. As Wright put it in the air, Stats closed in. Had the big fumble recovery this week, or last week, and comes up with the pick here in Mercerville. Cooper Roush fakes the pitch, inside quarterback run, has a few yards of space, tumbles over a couple yards shy of the first down, as Lane right in on the tackle. You can feel Roush getting into more and more of a rhythm as this game goes. As 19, check that, 20 rushing yards. Got a tight end and an H-back in the game, as it's an inside handoff to the fullback, Stitt. Stitt is tackled around the shoelaces at the 50. Nice surge up the middle. Dustin Mooney with the stop. First down. White Falcons pickup of 10. Clock will roll along. 2 minutes, 38 seconds and winding left in the second quarter. As Beers sprints across, gets it on the sweep. Reason Stitt lead blocking, and he's tackled in the open field. Well done by Connor Winters. After a gain of just a couple, and there's Laundry in the backfield once again. Looks like James Toth maybe not happy. Holding against Wahama. Looks like on one of those blocks on the outside. So you go 10 yards in the wrong direction. That puts it on the White Falcon 40. South Gallia going to jog off Grant McComas and Mason Waterhouse. First and 20. 2:15 and winding till half. As Roush in the gun. We'll give it to Stitt. Stitt sprinting outward, cuts it further outside past the 50 to the 45, lowers the shoulder, is ushered out there. stop Carter Sanders. And that's the chunk play Wahama needed. Makes it 2nd and short. Gain of 17. Stitt's 4th rush over 10 yards here in the second quarter. And has had 6 explosive runs in the game. Roush goes to Beers. Beers with a big hole up the middle, tackled forward to the 30. Another White Falcon first down, pickup of 12. Inside of the New Era broadband booth. Roush looks right, catches the snap. Flag flies as Beers got it up the middle. Slipped a couple tackles. Impressive run, but it might come back. And on the stop was Mooney. As we go down to the field, so false start before the play ever got started. It's been a pretty clean first half other than this drive. It'll give Coach Toth some points of constructive criticism at halftime. Coming up at half, we'll talk a little Ohio State, a little WVU, even some Marshall football. So Stitt in at the wing. Couple receivers out to the left. The running back is Beers. They give it to Reason on the end around. Reason with some space past the first down. And he'll cut down the sideline. The ball came out. It's still out in the corner. South Gallia, it looks like, dove on it. And it's turned over. South Gallia football. I believe Grant McComas was the one that jumped on it. I'm not sure. That was a little bit out of our vision. So ugly drive, a couple holding penalties, a false start, and then you fumble. So minute 12 left. South Gallia way backed up here as the White Falcons will take a timeout. We take it with them. Back after this on WJH 93.1 The Wolf.
French City Homes at 269 Upper River Road in Gallipolis, Ohio, is loaded with beautiful sectional, modular, and single-wide homes. Locally owned and operated since 1969, French City Homes puts the customer first above all. Their experienced team will find a home that fits your needs and budget. French City has gorgeous ready-built homes that will make a perfect space for you and your family. French City Homes in Gallipolis, supporting local high school football coverage.
Ken Bass Insurance Agency, located at 607 5th Street in New Haven, West Virginia, offers expert coverage on home, life, retirement, and more. Agents Trent Roush and John Greer will personally assist you with an affordable plan to protect the important things. Call 304-882-2145 for more information. Ken Bass Insurance Agency, licensed in West Virginia and Ohio. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
Out of the timeout, South Gallia faces a 1st and 10 from their own 3. As Cremines gets the give, has got a nice hole. Cremines past the secondary to the 30, out to the 35, 40, down the sideline, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, South Gallia. A 97-yard run for Judah Cremines. And Coach Toth and Coach Roush going to be beside themselves. Credit the Rebels. They ran the play well, executed it, and sprung Cremines. He's an Ohio all-state track runner Week 1 had 137 rush yards against Southern on just 7 carries. He's their big play guy. On for the PAT now is Danian Ashworth. Holds down, kick is up, flag comes down as the kick was through the uprights. False start against South Gallia. So after a lethargic first half offensively for the Rebels, they get the 2 big plays that they need. First, the fumble, and then a 97-yard rushing touchdown from Cremines. The senior. So scoot it back 5. 25-yard attempt now for Ashworth, the senior. Another flag. I'm not sure which side jumped first. There was movement over on the left side of the line. South Gallia pointing towards Wahama. Coach Morrow now out onto the field shouting something. Got an active concession stand here tonight as the referees deliberate. Talk to him on the way in. Taco in a bag. Hot dogs, the whole 9. So encroachment there on Wahama. Takes it back to a normal PAT. Snap is back, holds down. The kick is a low one, but it gets through. That makes it 21-7 with 5:56.5 seconds left in the second quarter. And we're back after this on WJH 93.1.
New Era Broadband introduces NEP Mobile. Get reliable national coverage at down home prices. Unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data available. Affordable monthly plans as low as $15. NEB Mobile.
That's NEB with 1 B.
Available now through New Era Broadband. Call 740-992-0620 or visit www.netmobile.com.
Brinker Machine in Leetart, West Virginia is the Bend area's center for commercial and industrial machining and fabrication services. Family owned and operated since 2012, Brinker has lathes, brake presses, and custom welding. And the qualified professionals at Brinker Machine are equipped with a boring mill, milling machine, and CNC plasma cutter. Call 304-882-0000 for more information. Brinker Machine, located at 5488 Graham Station Road in Leetart, West Virginia. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
And we're back to it on a busy Friday night on 93.1 The Wolf. The Wahama White Falcons leading South Gallia 21-7 with 56.5 seconds left until halftime. Back deep to receive Beers and Stitt as Ashworth puts ball to foot. It's a low spinner towards the left, stays in bounds, picked up at the 10 by Beers. Beers looking for some space, but it closes right around the 20. Forced out of bounds by Eli Sizemore. Solid job by the kickoff unit for South Gallia. Also in on the tackle there, number 11, Jackson Martin. So will Wahama just take a knee here or try to run a couple of plays? They've had success in the past game with Beers, but you certainly wouldn't want to turn over. Maybe just run the football, and if it ends up being a long run, then you can work it into business. It's a handoff for Stitt. He lost his footing and salvages about 4 yards. Game clock to 30 seconds. Double receivers left side, one wing back. Running back is Beers. Trayvon gets the give, and he's tackled right around the line of scrimmage. Job made by Lincoln Saber. The final seconds will tick off. Just 5 left. Wahama going to go to the locker room with a 14-point advantage, 21-7. We'll go away for a break. When we come back, a recap of the first half. Later on, Colton Jeffries of the River Cities. You're listening to 93.1 The Wolf.
Need a hand with your estate planning? We'll do you one better. How about a Handley? Since 2009, Handley Law Office in Pleasant has been an experienced and dependable law firm assisting clients with property deeds and wills. Attorney Tanya Handley will give you the care and expertise needed to plan for the future. Make an appointment today to set your family up for tomorrow. Handley Law Office, located at 419 Main Street in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Call 304-675-5290 for more information.
New Era Broadband introduces NIP Mobile. Get reliable national coverage at down home prices. Unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data available. Affordable monthly plans as low as $15. NIP Mobile.
That's NIB with one B.
Available now through New Era Broadband. Call 740-992-0620 or visit www.netmobile.com.
The Adventures of Car Ferry. The Car Ferry says shop pre-owned vehicles at Mark Porter Auto Group and you'll be sure to save because he blasts high prices, which means they have the right vehicles at the right price. You'll be sure to say, Car Ferry, you're my hero.
Car Ferry, you're my hero.
Visit markporterauto.com to see all our locations and get great deals on great vehicles. And be sure to keep watching The Adventures of Car Ferry.
Supporter of Wahama High School sports.
Hoggins Usman, located in Mason, West Virginia and Point Pleasant, is a full lumber and retail center, stocking a large line of quality plumbing, lawn, and garden products since 1948. Hoggins Usman has just what you need. Their lumber yard also offers regular and treated lumber as well as plywoods. Also, they're an authorized steel dealer with a full-time steel technician. Open every Monday through Friday and offering full-time delivery. Hoggins Usman, located at 353 Front Street in Mason, West Virginia, and 312 6th Street in Point Pleasant.
It is halftime here in Mercerville, Ohio. Wahama leads at 21-7 over the South Gallia Rebels. We're going to bring in Colton Jeffries of the River Cities newspaper. Does a great job covering sports throughout the entire region. Colton, what'd you think of the first half there?
First half is about what I expected. These teams are like Cookie Monster with cookies. They just love points. Nom, 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 nom. That's all they are all game. But shockingly low score totals for South Gallia, but they kind of made some moves there, put Judah Cremines in as a right running back, which that's where he belongs, in my opinion. The kid belongs on the ground. He runs the ball to the house from 96 yards out. So we'll see what the second half brings.
Yeah, Cremines, we were talking earlier, an all-state track runner, right?
Yes, he placed in he won the silver medal in the 110-meter hurdles at state.
So talking to Colton Jeffries, got the scoreboard out there. Give us some scores around the area. What do we got?
Well, the fans in Bidwell won't be happy to hear this, but they are currently trailing Nelsonville York 45-0. That's a very tough pill to swallow. The whatever football deities might or might not exist have not been kind to the Raiders the past couple of years. Hopefully they can turn around soon. You got Southern leading Green 27-0. That's another team that's kind of had a rough go of it, especially the Green Bobcats. But good for Southern. Looks like they're on their way to their first win. Same with Megs, actually, who are currently leading Vinton County 22-6. Eastern is currently blowing out the Federal Hawking Lancers 15-0 at the half. And finally, the Gallia Academy Blue Devils are tied with Portsmouth 7-7 at the half. Point Pleasant is, of course, off this week. They will be back in action against Ripley next week.
You get the feel that there are some kind of season-saving games. If you're a Megs perspective, you're 0-3, but you're probably better than that. If you're Gallia Academy, you're 1-2, looking to fight to 500 and stay in a playoff-type position. For Coach Gerald, for Coach Yates, what do you see as far as their season so far?
Well, they're really in a they need a win-now mode because the Ohio playoffs have shrunk from 16 teams to 12 teams. Only 12 teams per division are making it to the postseason this year. So teams that are currently struggling on the win column, they need to right the ship and get moving if they want to make the postseason.
All right, going to do a little bit of a college football talk. Got some games on our network. Ohio versus Ohio State. 7 o'clock kick tomorrow. That'll be on 93.1 FM and over on WMOV 1360 AM, 106.9 and 93.5 FM. Any chance for the Bobcats tomorrow playing against the mighty Buckeyes?
Any given game on any given Saturday, a team can win it. I'm definitely a lot of challenge going in for the Bobcats. Playing against Ohio State, something I heard knows well from last year and from this year playing against Georgia, something that did not go well for them, but here nor there. It's going to be a fun time in Columbus, I think, both for the fans from Athens and, of course, Buckeye faithful.
If you asked WVU fans, they'd say Ohio's pretty tough as the Mountaineers playing Pitt. 3:30 tomorrow. I will be there for that one, throwing together a report for my show, Sussman on Sports. Backyard Brawl, who do you got?
Man, that's a tough one. I am a Marshall grad, so no love lost or WVU, but even I am jealous of all the people that are getting to go to Morgantown tomorrow. The atmosphere is going to be absolutely electric, as one can expect from these two rivals.
All right,
Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh, their resume is a lot like WVU's. They played an FCS team, and they played a MAC team. The only difference is Pittsburgh won against their MAC team. So right now I'd have to give the edge to Pittsburgh. Sorry, WVU fans. I love you. But on paper, that's what I'm seeing.
All right, you mentioned your herd. You're taking on Eastern Kentucky. Bounce-back situations, 6 o'clock kickoff. Gibby's group let it slip against Missouri State last week. What happened?
They gave up, pretty much. They thought they had the game won, and they let it slip through their fingers. Defense played well up until the fourth quarter, and they just let things slip through their fingers. As a Marshall fan, you kind of get used to having at least one heartbreaking loss each year. Last year, Georgia Southern was for us, and luckily they were able to right the ship and win the conference. Can they do that this year? It's going to be very tough. Personally, I'm not seeing it, but got to love my herd, and hopefully they can right the ship against the Colonels.
On Sunday, we mentioned the Bengals taking on the Jaguars at Paycor Stadium. 1 o'clock kickoff, as we'll have that game over on WMOV, noon coverage starting on a Sunday. So you're the editor for the River Cities newspaper from a sports standpoint. What are some notable headlines? The last week or two on the trail, what's catching your attention?
Well, I have witnessed a lot of really good volleyball games the past few weeks. Gallia Academy, their volleyball team is undefeated, 10-0, I believe, or it might be 11-0 now. But they took down a really good Wheelersburg team in 5 sets. This Wheelersburg team made it all the way to the regional finals last year, so the final 8. And they're looking prime to do that this year. The OHSAA recently released volleyball rankings, and Gallia Academy is in Division 4, and I think they are ranked number 6. In Wheelersburg, they're one below in D5. They're ranked number 3. So definitely some great respect for the Gallia Academy Blue Angels. I also witnessed a really good game between South Gallia and River Valley that also went 5 sets. South Gallia went down 2 sets, and they managed to make the comeback. And so really good volleyball here in the River Cities.
Colton Jeffrey is always on the beat doing what he does. Who's the most recent River Cities Player of the Week?
I think it was a co-winner. I believe I had the quarterback for Gallia Academy, whose name is currently escaping me.
Canada.
That's it, Max Canada. He did a really good job against Point Pleasant last week, and then he got Aspen Barnes. I'm so sorry. This is so embarrassing.
I'll put you on the spot.
Put me on the spot. Oh, no, it's all good. They really good. Did a really good job, and so they both deserve Player of the Week.
That is Colton Jeffries. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate you popping in the booth. There will be a story on this game in the River Cities newspaper. Enjoy the rest of it.
Thank you. And I was right. It was Aspen Barnes. Sorry again, Aspen.
There we go. As we're back after this on 93.1 The Wolf.
For premium coverage on home, life, auto business, and more, stop by Julia Davis State Farm, located at 2926 Jackson Avenue in Point Pleasant. Julia Davis is proud to provide insurance and financial services to the good folks of Mason, Meigs, and Gallia counties, as well as to those in all surrounding areas. Julia Davis State Farm, licensed in West Virginia and Ohio. Call 304-812-5126 to schedule an appointment today. Julia Davis. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's time to get your wheels rolling along smoothly, and Sassafras Tire in West Columbia is the place to go. Sassafras Tire is ready to meet all of your basic automobile needs with premium tires, wheel alignments, oil changes, and more. Your vehicle will be driving good as new with a top-notch tune-up from Sassafras Tire, located at 4964 Penile Road in West Columbia. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
Looking to auction, manage, buy, or sell property in Mason County and the surrounding area? Don't make it hard for yourself. Let ERA Town & Country Real Estate and broker Becky Steen-Lambert help you out. ERA Town & Country is Mason County's only real estate office with a licensed auctioneer. Call 304-675-5548. ERA Town & Country Real Estate, located at 1911 Jefferson Boulevard in Point Pleasant, a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
Hoggins Usman, located in Mason, West Virginia and Point Pleasant, is a full lumber and retail center, stocking a large line of quality plumbing, lawn, and garden products since 1948. Hoggins Usman has just what you need. Their lumber yard also offers regular and treated lumber as well as plywoods. Also, they're an authorized steel dealer with a full-time steel technician. Open every Monday through Friday and offering full-time delivery. Hoggins Usman, located at 353 Front Street in Mason, West Virginia, and 312 6th Street in Point Pleasant.
Get ready for the fall season at Bob's Market and Greenhouses in Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis. Bring your home to life with their lovely selection of fall decor. And Bob's also has hardy fall garden mums perfect for your front porch or garden. You can stock up your produce supply as Bob's has the tastiest fresh fruits and vegetables anywhere. Bob's Market and Greenhouses, a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports, wishes good luck to the White Falcon football team this fall. Bob's Market, growing flowers, friends, and family since 1970.
Mark Porter Auto Group has your favorite pre-owned car, truck, SUV. We have over 400 in stock. All types, pickups, big and small SUVs, all-wheel and four-wheel drive. Most have warranties. All get 117-point inspection by trained technicians. It's the Car Ferry. At our stores, every day we see a 30-day tag on used cars someone else sold. Their great deal has a big repair bill. No warranty, so we get to fix it. Why buy from us? You buy a vehicle we traded for. We check them out, so check us out at markporterauto.com. All 5 stores work to keep you happy. 5-star service. We service 50,000 vehicles a year. Chevys, Fords, GMC, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Kia, Honda, Toyotas. You name it, we fix it. Remember that great used car deal from the corner lot? You'll still get to see the Car Ferry when we fix your car correctly. Buy from us and sleep well. See the Car Ferry in Ashland, Kentucky, Jackson, Ohio, or Pomeroy.
And we're back to it on WJH 93.1 The Wolf. Michael Sussman, the voice of the Wahama White Falcons, with you. Both teams are out of the locker room. The White Falcons kicked off to start the game, so they'll receive to begin the second half as the White Falcons lead at 21-7 with 2 minutes left on the halftime clock. South Gallia in the home black unis, red pants, White Falcons, white tops, and red bottoms, as we're brought to you by Bob's Market and Greenhouses and Mason, Belpre, and Gal Police. Again, sorry for any internet issues that we may have had this evening. Hopefully, we'll be strong and secure the rest of the way. We'll give you the stats from the first half one more time. Riesenstedt with 102 rushing yards and a touchdown. Trayvon Beers, 95 receiving with a touchdown catch, 39 yards on the ground. And Cooper Roush, 119 pass yards, threw for a score, and ran for 1. So ball on tee here, back deep is Riesenstedt and Trayvon Beers. As always, we thank Dave Miller back at the studio for operating the board, also to Tom Sussman on the camera and the production. Kicker is Damian Ashworth. As Beers and Stitt are at about the 16, 17-yard line waiting for it. Teed up at the 40. Here's the kick. Struck it well. Backs up Reason. It'll bounce into the end zone. So burned where the White Falcons thought it would be. Temperature going down with the sun dropping. You're seeing some sweatshirts and sweaters start to come out. Clear night sky in Mercerville. Had a conversation with one of the administrators before the game about whether or not the school was in Crown City or Mercerville. Technically, the address is Crown City, but he said, go with Mercerville. So shotgun snap. Cooper Roush faked the give, keeps it himself as he pinballs around, tackled at the 36-yard line. Our eyes playing tricks on me there, the 26, I should say. Strong pickup of about 6. As Roush goes back in the gun, catches the snap, hands off to Riesenstedt. The hole closes quickly. Short run as Carter Sanders made the tackle along with Saber. Pickup of a couple, 3rd down and 4. White Falcons with 2 wide receivers left. A tight end Roberts in the game. The wingback is Beers. Throw over the middle, deep. Has an open man. It's caught by Aiden Young. Young into Rebel territory. Will run ahead to the 30. Is met and tackled there by Hunter Wright. A strike, explosive play. Pickup of 44. Second Aiden Young catch. That's how you flip the field. Young now with 55 receiving yards. That's that pass that Roush is really comfortable with, just right down the seam. Time, taking the play clock inside the 10. Second quarter clock to 10.5. Man in motion's Aiden Young. Handoff Beers. Trayvon Beers with a nice hole. A run up the middle right around the 20. Set up second down and short. Gain of 8 for Trayvon. Beers 47 rush yards in the game. Will go to wingback as Stitz next to Roush gets the handoff, trying to move the legs. Won't get a whole lot as he's tackled in the interior by Saber, but it's enough to move the chains. Only needed 2. Got 3 as the clock rolls. Last year we saw a scenario against Doddridge where the White Falcons were in a close game, and they came out of halftime, took the air out of it, and just bled clock. I wonder if that's what Coach Toth is going to want to do, as they'll go outside left run. Reason Stiddy can't get to the edge. The hole closes as the tackle was made by Blaze Davison. Loss of 1. So flying around as the White Falcons prepare for second and about 10.5. Inside of the New Era broadband booth. White Falcons going left to right on the radio dial. As Roush catches the snap, quarterback run, and he's met in the backfield, tackled quickly. Abrupt stop there by number 9, Wyatt Clary. It'll be 3rd and 10. As the PA man emphatically lets everybody know they've got one of the cooler public address announcers in the region. He's not afraid to get creative with the calls. But we got the best with Randy Pierce. Shout out to Randy if he's listening or watching, which he usually does. 3rd down, back to Roush, fakes the handoff to Stitt, rolls right, throws over the middle, caught by Trayvon Beers, tackled inside the 10-yard line. Close to the line to gain. And he's just short. 9-yard reception. 4th and 1, and the offense will stay out there. Officials will stop it, probably for measurement. They pointed to themselves as if to say, official timeout. Got the 5 Zebras looking at the football, and they'll call over the chain gang. All right, don't pull that chain too tight. And they'll stretch it out. This is one of the more archaic practices in sports, but we love it. And he is short, so much to the delight of the Rebel faithful. And South Gallia is going to have a chance to get off the field. This is an important momentum play with it at a 2-possession game. Probably going to be smash mouth football. Running behind Fowler and Hicks inside. Hard count, and they got South Gallia to jump. The sophomore quarterback Cooper Roush fooled him. Encroachment. That's the stuff you work on during the week. About once or twice a game, you hope to fool somebody. And Coach Morrow is exasperated on the sidelines. So 1st and goal to go from the 5. This drive has already lasted over 4 minutes. So it's back to Roush. Outside handoff off the left. Riesenstedt plants his foot in the ground. Met near the goal line. He's in for the White Falcon touchdown. 5-yard rush. Riesenstedt. Second TD of the ball game. And Wahama goes up 27-7. 4 minutes, 16 seconds on a drive that included a 44-yard reception by Aiden Young, capped off by a Riesenstedt 5-yard score. Heavy backfield with Northup and Riesenstedt. Wingback is Trayvon Beers. White Falcons are going for 2. Give is to Reason. Reason chops the feet, gets into the end zone standing up. And the White Falcons move ahead 29-7. We'll step away once again. You're listening to White Falcon Football. This is WJH 93.1 The Wolf.
Mark Porter Auto Group has your favorite pre-owned car, truck, SUV. We have over 400 in stock. All types, pickups, big and small SUVs, all-wheel and four-wheel drive. Most have warranties. All get 117-point inspection by trained technicians. It's the Car Ferry. At our stores, every day we see a 30-day tag on used cars someone else sold. Their great deal has a big repair bill. No warranty, so we get to fix it. Why buy from us? You buy a vehicle we traded for. We check them out, so check us out at markporterauto.com. All 5 stores work to keep you happy. 5-star service. We service 50,000 vehicles a year. Chevys, Fords, GMC, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Kia, Honda, Toyotas. You name it, we fix it. Remember that great used car deal from the corner lot? You'll still get to see the Car Ferry when we fix your car correctly. Buy from us and sleep well. See the Car Ferry in Ashland, Kentucky, Jackson, Ohio, or Pomeroy.
29-7, Wahama leads it over South Gallia. White Falcons hoping to improve to 3-0 as Hunter Miller will kick it off. It's a short one. It took a big bounce. South Gallia handles it, takes it back to the 50, to the 40, 35-30, down the sideline, tackled around the 20 was number 8, Gabe Stover. Not sure if Miller mishit it or if it was a squib kick, maybe an onside. Did not go very far. And Stover, with some shiftiness, able to get loose. So South Gallia trailing by 22. Judah Cremines with 97 rush yards, 23 receiving yards. Got to know where number 13 is at all times. And a flag comes down pre-snap. On the offense, a legal substitution. And they jogged somebody off late. There was some confusion as Swindler came off there at the end. So that'll back it up 5, 1st and 15. Ball on the 27 of Wahama. Lane right, gets the give. Running off the right side is tackled for no gain as they ran it to the sideline. Good angle taken by the White Falcons as a flock of Falcons make the stop. Got an update on WMOV. The Polka Dots are up 28-6 over the Ravenswood Red Devils. You can flip it over there if you'd like to check out Tom Hunter on the call. Hunter doing a really nice job this year, filling in for the legendary Blogston brothers, who are going to take a little time off. Tom has color commentated a couple games with us on 93.1 in the past. So Hunter right, rollout play, 2nd and 15. Tucks it and runs, gets past one man. Then D'Angelo Thompson flies in, makes the tackle from behind after a decent chunk. Gets 2 yards behind the original line of scrimmage. Going to set up 3rd down And about 11 or 12. So 3rd and 11, quads, receivers. One in the backfield is Winters. As Cremines goes in motion, gets it on the sweep, spin moves, and into a host of Wahama uniforms. As they'll make the tackle well short. Again, Thompson was involved in it. 4th down. No gain there. D'Angelo Thompson had 13 tackles and a fumble recovery coming into the game. A player that gives this team a lot of speed, a lot of toughness, and a passion for the game, as Coach Toth raved about last week. Trips left, one receiver to the right. They go for it on 4th down. Stepping up is Hunter Wright, throws to the corner. Trayvon Beers goes up and picks it off. At least it looks like he did. He did. The official will give the sign, points in the other direction. Beers maybe shaken up on the play. In those one-on-one situations, he's just so good. And I think came down with the pick. But is down. The coaches will go check on him. We'll take it to a quick break. You're listening to White Falcon Football on 93.1 The Wolf.
New Era Broadband introduces NIP Mobile. Get reliable national coverage at down-home prices. Unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data available. Affordable monthly plans as low as $15. NIP Mobile.
That's NIB with one B.
Available now through New Era Broadband. Call 740-992-0620 or visit www.netmobile.com.
Housing lender.
So Beers is all right off on his own power, which is good to see. So add an interception to the night he's having. 4th pick of the season. It was in the end zone, so a touchback brings it to the 20. White Falcons single receiver each side. Running back goes Northup up the middle. He'll lower the shoulder and picks up a positive gain. Probably 3 or 4 ran right into lane right. Tyler Northup with 96 rushing yards total, 2 touchdowns on the season. Second down and 6. Stitt in motion. It's his turn. Reason Stitt with a hole. He'll lean down past the 1st down marker. Gain of about 8. As the Rebels will make a substitution. And the clock rolls. White Falcons go to the wristband. Roush looks around, catches the snap. Up the middle again, it's Northup into a scrum. And picks up 2 or 3. That's usually what Coach Toth likes to do, is Saber got credit for the tackle. Gain of 3. Coach Toth usually likes to have speed running backs and power guys up the middle. You saw that in the past where last year Connor was the outside speed guy and then Dillon more so of the inside runner. As they'll go with Reason Stitt. He lost his footing and is tackled by Hunter Wright along with Blaze Davison. That'll set up 3rd and 5. They ring the 3rd down bell. White Falcons will jog off Northup and brings on Andrew Hall. 2 receivers right side. Wing back is Beers. He's in motion. It's back to Roush. Roush looking for an option, looking to throw. Tried to get it to Beers on the screen. It was deflected and incomplete. Bringing the pressure there was Gabe Stover. So 4th down, Wahama going to have to punt. Reason Stitt, the White Falcon punter. Cremines back deep. This is one that you would love to keep away from Cremines if at all possible. And Stittle hit it high, fair catch, just as good. Got at the 32, strong hang time there by Reason Stitt. As the Rebels will set up shop. We remind you to check out the Touchdown City Show weekly, anywhere you get your podcasts. It's also on WMOV and WJEH. Avon Coburn, Anthony Lewis, Derek Bailey, and Matthew Durrett talk WVU football. They were pretty entertaining breaking down the Ohio loss this past week. We'll see what they have to say after the backyard brawl. It'll be interesting to see what happens when Sweet Caroline is played tomorrow at the game. I think we all know, but it is always fun. So here's South Gallia. Hunter Wright fakes the handoff, takes it off the right side, past the 35, spins to the 37. Got about 5 yards. So 2nd and 5 as Wright will go in the middle of the huddle. Play clock inside 20, game clock down to 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. One running back, one H-back. As the handoff is Lane right, ran right into Chadwell. In comes Thompson to help. No gain. Austin Chadwell came in with 13 tackles. As coach said, he wishes that he had more guys like Austin. An undersized defensive lineman plays both inside and outside. He'll go to right end here next to Hicks. Quarterback claps the hands. Wright tucks it. Met right at the 1st down marker, was hit hard, did well to hang on to it. As he was lit up there by Jake Roberts. Needed 4, got about 5 or 6. Hunter Wright has had success running the football in this 3rd quarter. Rushes of 8 yards, 5 yards, and 6. A White Falcon player.
Mark Porter Auto Group presents The Adventures of Car Ferry. The Car Ferry says shop pre-owned vehicles at Mark Porter Auto Group and you'll be sure to save because he blasts high prices, which means they have the right vehicles at the right price. You'll be sure to say, Car Ferry, you're my hero.
Car Ferry, you're my hero.
Visit markporterauto.com to see all our locations and get great deals on great vehicles. And be sure to keep watching The Adventures of Car Ferry.
Brinker Machine in Leetart, West Virginia is the Bend area's center for commercial and industrial machining and fabrication services. Family owned and operated since 2012, Brinker has lathes, brake presses, and custom welding. And the qualified professionals at Brinker Machine are equipped with a boring mill, milling machine, and CNC plasma cutter. Call 304-882-0000 for more information. Brinker Machine, located at 5488 Graham Station Road in Leetart, West Virginia. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
So back to it, 1st and 10 for South Gallia at their own 43. As the whistle sounds, snap is back. Sizemore is the quarterback. He'll roll right, jumps and throws. It's complete. Caught by Cremines. Dices his way to the 40. Really nice play there. Involved in the tackle for Wahama was number 4. That's Noah Bear. From the 43 to the 40, pickup of 17. Cremines, second catch. As Sizemore goes into the game, week 1 versus Southern, threw for 168. Week 2 against River Valley, threw for 141, so more than capable. As he throws again, this time too high. Intended for Cremines once again. Ran a crossing route right across the middle of the defensive formation. Sizemore going to jog back to get the play. The 6-foot sophomore. Always got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Sizemore has been on the kickoff unit a couple of times tonight. But offensively, he's been cold. Low snap, mishandles it, just has to jump on it. Loses a few. Rebel fans frustrated. Today's game brought to you by Bob's Market and Greenhouses in Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis. Growing flowers, friends, and family since 1970. Once again, solo on the call tonight. A busy Colton McKinney and Nolan Pierce out on assignment. South Gallia single back, 2 receivers to the left. And it's back. Clean pocket. Deep throw. Middle to the left. And it's deflected, incomplete. Trayvon Beers in coverage. Intended for Cremines. Clock stops, 47.1 ticks left in the third quarter. It'll be a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15. Well done by the Wahama secondary there, staying home. And the corner and a safety in the area. Wahama tonight with a fumble recovery and an interception. So 3rd and forever as South Gallia was charged with another penalty. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe a legal substitution again, the way that it was called. As it's back, Sizemore looks to throw, throws the screen. It's incomplete. Looking for Caleb Frazee. Frazee had a couple of catches against Eastern, trying to work him into the mix, but unsuccessfully. It's 4th down. Punter is number 19, Lincoln Brown. As it catches the snap, steps into it. Gets a low spiral off. Beers going to get away from it. Takes a South Gallia bounce to the 12-yard line. And that's where Frazee will pick it up. Just 20 seconds left. Probably one more play remaining in the third quarter. Be sure to stick around after the ball game for our Home Pro Custom Builders Player of the Game. Got a couple of candidates tonight. It was Beers last week with the interceptions. So the officials spot the ball. 1st and 10 from the White Falcon 12 as Trayvon goes in motion. Inside handoff. Stitt breaks the first tackle and is brought down near the line to gain. The tackle was made by Saber. Clock stoppage, 5 seconds left in the quarter. It was close to the first. They have not adjusted the chains yet. And Wahama lets the last 5 seconds bleed off. 29-7 White Falcons. You're listening to 93.1 The Wolf.
Hoggins Usman, located in Mason, West Virginia, and Point Pleasant, is a full lumber and retail center, stocking a large line of quality plumbing, lawn, and garden products since 1948. Hoggins Usman has just what you need. Their lumber yard also offers regular and treated lumber as well as plywoods. Also, they're an authorized steel dealer with a full-time steel technician. Open every Monday through Friday and offering full-time delivery. Hoggins Usman, located at 353 Front Street in Mason, West Virginia, and 312 6th Street in Point Pleasant.
Mark Porter Auto Group has your favorite pre-owned car, truck, SUV. We have over 400 in stock. All types, pickups, big and small SUVs, all-wheel and four-wheel drive. Most have warranties. All get 117-point inspection by trained technicians. It's the Car Ferry. At our stores, every day we see a 30-day tag on used cars someone else sold. Their great deal has a big repair bill. No warranty, so we get to fix it. Why buy from us? You buy a vehicle we traded for. We check them out, so check us out at markporterauto.com. All 5 stores work to keep you happy. 5-star service. We service 50,000 vehicles a year. Chevys, Fords, GMC, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Kia, Honda.
1st and 10. They did give Stitt the first down on the last carry. A flag will fly as the White Falcons again gave it a reason. The flag came in early. The ball might have popped out. South Gallia is saying they have it. But we'll see what the call is. As the White Hat waves the flag. They'll say turnover, South Gallia football. All right, back to it. 11:53 left, 4th quarter. White Falcons up 29-7 as South Gallia's got it at the 22-yard line of the White Falcons. Quarterback to the left of the running back is Sizemore. Will pitch it to Lane right, slips the first tackle, stays on his feet, is shouldered out of bounds by Beers at around the 13. Gain of about 6. Lane Wright had 14 carries for 79 yards last week against the Eagles. Week 1 against Southern went for over 100 yards and scored. This is a Rebels team that is very multiple in what they do. They got different guys that can beat you. Lane Wright off the right hip of Sizemore. He'll get it on the sweep. Runs towards the left sideline. Is chased down by Reason Stitt. Just shy of the first down marker. D'Angelo Thompson in on it also. So that's up 3rd down and about 5. They'll break the huddle. 2 receivers right, 1 out to the left. Sizemore claps the hands, drops to throw. lets it fly. And it got through. It's caught in the end zone by Judah Cremines. Somehow got past a couple White Falcon arms going for the deflection. And it ends up being a touchdown pass. Second score of the game for the senior. Nice ball as Sizemore comes out of the bullpen and delivers the strike. Two receivers right side, one to the left, as Winters is the running back. He'll roll right, throws on the move, intercepted by Beers, and the try is unsuccessful. We still got a game, 29-13 White Falcons. Don't go anywhere.
Get ready for the fall season at Bob's Market and Greenhouses in Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis. Bring your home to life with their lovely selection of fall decor. And Bob's also has hardy fall garden mums perfect for your front porch or garden. You can stock up your produce supply as Bob's has the tastiest fresh fruits and vegetables anywhere. Bob's Market and Greenhouses, a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports, wishes good luck to the White Falcon football team this fall. Bob's Market, growing flowers, friends, and family since 1970.
For premium coverage on home, life, auto business, and more, stop by Julia Davis State Farm, located at 2926 Jackson Avenue in Point Pleasant. Julia Davis is proud to provide insurance and financial services to the good folks of Mason, Meigs, and Gallia counties, as well as to those in all surrounding areas. Julia Davis State Farm, licensed in West Virginia and Ohio. Call 304-812-5126 to schedule an appointment today. Julia Davis. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
29-13, the Wahama White Falcons lead it over the South Gallia Rebels with 10:54 left in the contest. It is technically a two-possession game. Couple of scores, couple of two-point conversions. If you're Wahama, you're going to want to use as much clock as possible, similar to the way that you did on that first drive out of the locker room. Judah Cremines with 2 touchdowns tonight. One on the ground from 97 yards, that 12-yard touchdown snag there. Also catches of 23 yards and 17. Onside kick towards the right sideline, and the White Falcons jump on it. They cover it up. Not sure it went far enough. It was Keller Lapierre that recovered it. That's a little early for my liking from a South Gallia perspective. You understand going to the onside if it's maybe 4 or 5 minutes left in the ball game, but 10:54 left. You've forced a couple stops tonight. You just got to play defense there. So single receiver each side. Cooper Roush, the quarterback, gives it to Rees and Stitt. Stitt puts the foot on the ground, is stood up and tackled after a gain of about 6 or 7. Stitt with 128 rush yards through the first 3 quarters. Has 5 on that pickup. 2 receivers left side. This time the run back is Trayvon Beers, who stutters and takes the pile to about the 37. Gets enough for the first down. They set the chains. The clock continues to run. Reminder, next week the White Falcons home to Calhoun at 7. The following week they'll go on the road to Wirt County, and then an intriguing matchup on October 3rd. You play the Eastern Eagles. That game will be in Reedsville as you make the return trip. Shotgun snap. It went to Beers. Beers winding his way for some yards. He's past the first down, racing down the sideline. Beers past the pylon in for the touchdown. 41-yard rushing touchdown, Trayvon Beers. He's been all over the place tonight. As he'll score for the second time. Showing off the track speed. He was on that squad with Coach Angie Johnson as well. As the White Falcons will go for two as they have most of the game. Roush rolls right, tucks it, juked a guy. Foot race, he's past the pylon. And Wahama goes up 37-13 with 9:46 left in the contest. A few fans starting to hit the exits. Wahama pulling away. You're listening to 93.1 The Wolf.
What is hometown? It's Friday night football and other youth sports. Home National Bank, your hometown bank, congratulates our young athletes. At Home National, we believe the lessons learned on the athletic field are lifelong, and we say thank you to the parents, volunteers, and coaches who make sports happen. At Home National, we also say, go Bucks. We're proud supporters of the Ohio State University and OU, Home National Bank, with locations in Racine, Syracuse, and Middleport. Member FDIC.
McKinney's Auto Detail and Repair in Mason is the Bend area's one-stop shop for any and all maintenance that your vehicle needs. They'll make sure your ride is ready for the road with top-of-the-line full-service auto care, including oil changes, tire rotations, diagnostics, and much more. McKinney's will go the extra mile with their interior cleaning and conditioning to restore your paint to a premium gloss finish. McKinney's Auto Detail and Repair, located at 394 Pomeroy Street in Mason. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School Sports.
Hunter Miller with the ball back on the tee. The White Falcons with a commanding lead, up 37-13. As the ball carrier there lost his footing, Dustin Mooney, the turf monster, got him right in the middle of the green grass. It's pretty bumpy out there, that field level. A lot of brown spots. So you could see where maybe you could lose your footing and trip. So drive starts there. Ball on the South Gallia 31. Tristan Swindler out at wideout, has man coverage with Trayvon Beers across from him. It's given to Lane, right, trying to muscle his way through the left side of the D line. Won't get much. Brought down over there by Taylor Northup. Northup came into the ball game with 10 tackles. The 5'11", 220-pound senior. As Sizemore will jog on the play here for South Gallia. South Gallia pretty old school in that regard. They jog back to the sideline, then return to the huddle on pretty much every play. The White Falcons are into the 21st century with signaling. As it's back, throw towards the right is behind Cremines. Miscommunication will put the hands up, kind of as if to say, where was that? I think was headed down the field looking for the deep ball on the fly route, and that was more of a back shoulder. Third down and 9, 8:53 left in the contest. Sizemore claps the hands, rolls right as Roach flushes him from the pocket. Floater is in and out of the hands of Mooney. Had it for a second and then lost it. Jake Roberts in the area defending. 4th down and 9. Down by 24, but backed up pretty far. Looks like the punt unit going to come on. Trayvon Beers standing at the Wahama 39. And South Gallia takes a timeout. We take it with them. You're listening to 93.1 The Wolf.
It's time to get your wheels rolling along smoothly, and Sassafras Tire in West Columbia is the place to go. Sassafras Tire is ready to meet all of your basic automobile needs with premium tires, wheel alignments, oil changes, and more. Your vehicle will be driving good as new with a top-notch tune-up from Sassafras Tire, located at 4964 Penile Road in West Columbia. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
New Era Broadband introduces NIP Mobile. Get reliable national coverage at down home prices. Unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data available. Affordable monthly plans as low as $15. NIP Mobile.
That's NEB with one B.
Available now through New Era Broadband. Call 740-992-0620.
So the punt unit out there as the punter is J.J. Snyder. Catches the snap, gets a low one off. The White Falcons, with nobody back, just brought the house. They don't want any disasters. It's down around the 25-yard line of the White Falcons. It's the battle of the unbeatens here in Mercerville. White Falcons so far with victories over East Hardy and Tyler Consolidated. Playing the first out-of-state ball game tonight. It's been fun to watch all the coverage the White Falcons have been getting. Been checking the Coalfields and Company page each week for the bonus plus coverage. As Roush will send a man in motion, gives it to Beers. Beers tries to shimmy his way up the middle. Only got about one or two. As Davison made the tackle. He's been a monster tonight. It seems like pretty much every tackle from a defensive lineman has been Blaze Davison. Play clock drains down to 10. As Roush looks to his left, catches the snap. It's to Beers. Beers just ducks forward, barely gets anything, covers up the football. Ball security key at this point in the game. And on the tackle, number 71, Grant McComas. Now 3rd and 7 or 8. Official timeout. And a White Falcon player's down. Training staff going to check on him. 37-13 Wahama.
New Era Broadband introduces NIP Mobile. Get reliable national coverage at down home prices. Unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data available. Affordable monthly plans as low as $15. NIP Mobile.
That's NEB with one B.
Available now through New Era Broadband. Call 740-992-0620 or visit www.netmobile.com.
Need a hand with your estate planning? We'll do you one better. How about a Handley? Since 2009, Handley Law Office in Point Pleasant has been an experienced and dependable law firm assisting clients with property deeds and wills. Attorney Tanya Handley will give you the care and expertise needed to plan for the future. Make an appointment today to set your family up for tomorrow. Handley Law Office, located at 419 Main Street in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Call 304-675-5290 for more information.
The player shaken up there was Jake Roberts. He will walk off on his own power as the White Falcons face a 3rd down and 9. Backed up at their own 25. Quads, receivers, empty backfield. Snap back to Roush. Roush looks, throws deep. Intended for Aiden Young. He makes the catch. Still on his feet. 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, White Falcons. 75-yard strike. Roush to Aiden Young. Cooper Roush has thrown the ball beautifully tonight, and then Young with an even better catch. Had a step on the man, maybe had to come back a smidge to beat him for it one-on-one. And Wahama up 43-13. Aiden Young tonight with over 100 receiving yards. 140. And here's Hunter Miller on for the point after. Holds down, kick. Looked like it was blocked. I think someone tipped it. It's no good. White Falcons by 30. You're listening to 93.1 The Wolf.
To upgrade your home with a comfortable new setup, stop by Main Street Furniture and Flooring in Middleport. Main Street Furniture and Flooring offers a wide selection of premium sofas, recliners, mattresses, and more. And if you're looking to renovate from the ground up, Main Street sells and installs quality carpet and flooring products. Call 740-691-5125 for more information. Main Street Furniture and Flooring in Middleport. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
New Era Broadband introduces NIP Mobile. Get reliable national coverage at down home prices. Unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data available. Affordable monthly plans as low as $15. NIP Mobile.
That's NIB with one B.
Available now through New Era Broadband. Call 740-992-0620 or visit www.netmobile.com.
Back to it on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf. 7:21 left in the contest, 43-13. Wahama's in front. There's the whistle. As Hunter Miller will put boot to ball, right side kick. It's caught by Cremines, stutters, and looks towards some running room to the right. Cuts it up to the 46. Is pushed out there by Aiden Young. That's one thing Wahama's going to have to clean up after tonight's game is the return game. South Gallia has a pretty strong starting field position for the most part. And it looks like the cramp monster starting to get the White Falcons as they're stretching out another player. White Falcons 43-13. They'll be on defense with South Gallia marching.
To Bob's for all your planting needs. Bob's restocks daily with plants fresh from the greenhouse. And remember, Bob's Market for unique gift-giving ideas. That's Bob's Market and Greenhouses, Mason, West Virginia, Gallipolis, and Belpre, Ohio.
Genuine relationship doesn't come with a price tag. Protect your personal and financial information, and don't let emotions cloud your judgment. Stay safe, protect your wallet, and guard your heart. Farmers Bank. We care about you and your well-being. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
So thankfully Aiden Young is all right. He was the player shaken up there. These players playing a lot of snaps when you go both ways, offense and defense. You're going to deal with some cramping. I mean, that's a big deal was made of it last year with Travis Hunter at the college level. When you think about what these high schoolers do, I mean, it's 120 to 150 plays every single Friday. That's why you only play 10 to 14 games a year. Double receivers left, double receivers right on a toss. They give it to Cremines. Cremines bursts ahead past the 50 to the 46 of Wahama as Bear forced him out along with Braden Stats. They'll say he had enough for the first down. South Gallia, 1st and 10 from the 45. Have 3 receivers crowded in tight just off the line of scrimmage to the right. Cremines goes in motion. They fake it to him. As a flag comes down, they were going to set up a quarterback run with Sizemore. Instead, they won't be able to get started. It's a false start. South Gallia playing for a bit of pride at this point, trying to make the late dinner taste a little better. As they'll break the huddle, J.J. Snyder out at wide out on the left side. Beers across from him. Single high safety for Wahama is Stats as they give it to Cremines. Cremines cuts inward, goes all the way across the field, and then is hit by Cooper Roush, and enforcement comes in, and Jake Roberts, who finishes the tackle. So went a long way east-west, not much north-south. And takes it back to the 50. 2nd and 15. Play clock to 15. Inside 4 minutes and 44 seconds left in the contest. Quads receivers, the running back is Connor Winters. Back to pass Sizemore. Was looking for the screen. At the interception is dropped by Roberts. He threw it behind Cremines. Incomplete. Now 3rd and 15. Sizemore will jog on the play. Big thank you to the administration here at South Gallia for accommodating us tonight. They've got a beautiful press box. And anything we've needed, they've been able to assist us. And Sizemore rolls left. I'll let it fly as he's hit. It was caught by Winters. Winters on his feet to the first down. Gain of 15 as they slip it to him on the screen. Tackled at the end of it by Beers. So they make the official call. It's a first down. Clock continues to roll. 3 minutes and 15 seconds and winding. We look forward to checking out all the high school games, seeing what the scores were after the ball games tonight. Be sure to check out the WMOV and WJEH Facebook pages. Tom Hunter will post the Mark Porter scoreboard. Man in motion is Lane right. Low snap caught by Sizemore. Swing pass is in and out of his hands, incomplete. And it's 2nd and 10. .220 and ticking. And Sizemore from the shotgun. A look to throw. Steps up in the pocket, lets it go over the middle. Cremines was open. The ball was coming to him. And he slipped and fell. Incomplete. He found a soft spot in the White Falcon coverage. Defense might have got away with one late. So 3rd and 10. Sizemore catches the snap, looks for an option, slips one man, and then Noah Baer slings him to the ground. Spun him around and makes the tackle. Noah Baer into the mix tonight, the 6'1", 180-pound sophomore, making some big tackles. As a South Gallia player shook up here. Mason Waterhouse will exit with the assistance of a couple of teammates. So the Rebels going to drop the first game of the season, their first loss. They go to 2-1. They were going for the best start in program history tonight. Would have been the first time that the Rebels started off 3-0. The White Falcons came in leading the all-time series 16-3, so going to pick up a 17th win in this battle. A game that hopefully we can keep playing as it's a snap back to Sizemore on 4th and long. Caden Roush charging as it's caught by Cremines. He steps out of bounds, I believe, short of the first down. And it's a turnover on downs. Good job by Wahama defensively there, knowing where the sticks were and keeping the receivers in front of them. And some more and more Rebel fans going to head for the exits. Just a minute left, going to be able to kneel on it. Misspoke a couple seconds ago. South Gallia going to drop to 3-1. They were looking to go to 4-0 tonight. My apologies. As Roush just going to take a knee. South Gallia going to be off next week and then head to Notre Dame on September 26th. The White Falcon fans enjoying it over on the far sideline. Gonna have to snap it one more time. Game clock at 25, play clock at 15. As Roush kneels it. And that'll do it. The Wahama White Falcons improve to 3-0 as the defending state champs go on the road and take it 43-13. We step away and come back with the Home Pro Custom Builders Player of the Game.
Mark Porter Auto Group has your favorite pre-owned car, truck, SUV. We have over 400 in stock. All types, pickups, big and small SUVs, all-wheel and four-wheel drive. Most have warranties. All get 117-point inspection by trained technicians. It's the Car Ferry. At our stores, every day we see a 30-day tag on used cars someone else sold. Their great deal has a big repair bill. No warranty, so we get to fix it. Why buy from us? You buy a vehicle we traded for. We check them out, so check us out at markporterauto.com. All 5 stores work to keep you happy. 5-star service. We service 50,000 vehicles a year. Chevys, Fords, GMC, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Kia, Honda, Toyotas. You name it, we fix it. Remember that great used car deal from the corner lot? You'll still get to see the Car Ferry when we fix your car correctly. Buy from us and sleep well. See the Car Ferry in Ashland, Kentucky, Jackson, Ohio, or Pomeroy.
The University of Rio Grande and Rio Grande Community College is committed to excellence in education at an affordable price. With campuses across southern Ohio in Gallia, Jackson, Meigs, Pike, and Vinton counties. Obtaining your degree or certification has never been easier. We are committed to your success and offer a wide range of programs, dedicated faculty, and a friendly community. Scholarships and financial aid are available to help you along the way. At Rio, we are changing tomorrows by making an affordable education within reach. Visit us online at rio.edu. That's rio.edu.
Get ready for the fall season at Bob's Market and Greenhouses in Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis. Bring your home to life with their lovely selection of fall decor. And Bob's also has hardy fall garden mums perfect for your front porch or garden. You can stock up your produce supply as Bob's has the tastiest fresh fruits and vegetables anywhere. Bob's Market and Greenhouses, a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports, wishes good luck to the White Falcon football team this fall. Bob's Market, growing flowers, friends, and family since 1970. It's time to make your dreams a reality by finding a lovely new place at Home Pro Custom Builders in Point Pleasant. Family owned and operated for over a decade, Home Pro specializes in custom modular and mobile homes. They offer full service excavation and septic installation services as well. Model homes are open for viewing Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come on down to Home Pro Custom Builders at 3411 Jackson Avenue in Point Pleasant. For more information, call 304-675-4386 and check out the website at homeprowv.com.
What is hometown? It's Friday night football and other youth sports. Home National Bank, your hometown bank, congratulates our young athletes. At Home National, we believe the lessons learned on the athletic field are lifelong, and we say thank you to the parents, volunteers, and coaches who make sports happen. At Home National, we also say, go Bucks. We're proud supporters of the Ohio State University and OU, Home National Bank, with locations in Racine, Syracuse, and Middleport. Member FDIC.
It's time for our Home Pro Custom Builders Player of the Game, and for the second straight week, it's going to go to Trayvon Beers. Beers had 104 receiving yards and a touchdown through the air. Was that play where he hurdled the defender down the right sideline, had 98 rushing yards and a 41-yard rushing TD as well. So shout out to Trayvon Beers, once again, our player of the game. A couple other notables. Riesenstedt had 133 on the ground and a touchdown, and then Cooper Roush was impressive, throwing for 255 yards, threw for a couple of touchdowns, also ran for one, as the sophomore backup quarterback continues to step up and do his job. For South Gallia, big-time game for Judah Cremines, was able to break off a few big plays, had the 97-yard rushing touchdown, which was key. As we'll give you some quick math, he was also a big factor on the receiving end of things. With 77 receiving yards, Judah Cremines, big-time performance. So the White Falcons improve to 3-0. They'll be back in action against Calhoun at home next week, 7 o'clock kickoff. A big thank you to Tom Sussman operating the camera and the production, and to Dave Miller